Welcome to this video. We're going to be looking at putting the Vance and Hines slash cut slip-ons onto the Indian Scout bobber. Hopefully it's going to sound awesome. Okay, so in this video we're going to install the Vance and Hines slash cut slip-on exhaust for the Indian Scout bobber. First things though to get started is a kind of stock sound check. So I have a decibel meter here. I'm going to try and get the camera set up so you can hear them. They sound okay as stock, but obviously to meet different global regulations and what have you, you can't go too OTT, and obviously not everyone wants a loud sound exhaust. So let me get it set up and then you can hear the start with the stock exhaust. Okay, so this is an Indian Scout bobber stock exhaust. Cold start, it's about -1 degrees here, centigrade in the UK. Okay, so let's finish unboxing most of the stuff. So this is kind of what we get. Various brackets, a mounting for where the exhaust goes onto the bike by the look of it, instruction manual, some bolts and nuts in there, and then obviously two of these. This will be the exhaust itself. It's quite well stuck together actually. Slide in, so if you just had the chrome version I guess you'd have it out like that, but because this is for the bobber you've got this. So let me read through the instructions, see what needs to do next, and we'll come back with a video. Okay, so this is instructions for the removal, gives you some indication of the tools that you need. So first thing we need to do is loosen the existing muffler clamps on the stock muffler. So pop round to the bike and do that. So I think it's a 15mm bolt on those. Okay, so these are the two bolts in question. So we've got a 15mm socket to go on there, and we just need to get these undone and then we should be in good shape. So I'll return once I've taken those off, tell you how easy or hard it was. Okay, so they came off nice and easy. I just kind of loosened them to the kind of finger loose on the top and the bottom. So that should do the job. So now to see what's next in the instructions. I think they just need to come off now, because then I've got to remove some M8 bolts, and I can't get to those because it's behind here. So let me see if I can work things out, because it looks like there's going to be bolts behind there. So I'll get the top one off and get to the bolts down the back there. Okay, so I spotted the actual bolts. It's this one here and this one just here. I think you can just see it down the end there. So that's the two I need to get. So probably to get a spanner on those. Won't be able to get to it with the socket, this far one back here. Okay, so remember when taking out these bolts, this one came out quite easy with the socket set. These are 13mm. Gonna need a 13mm spanner on this one. Just be careful, because obviously you don't want to kind of round the head on these. It's slightly tapered. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera here. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in a little bit, but zooming in there, but yeah, just be careful. Oh, there we go. Okay, so with those bolts removed, should be able to take the stock pipes off now. One thing to note is, depending on your bike year, you may need to keep these bolts to go back, so just keep that in mind as well. So let's see how they come off. May have to get some penetrating nozzle to get them to come off, but they're going to be on tight, I imagine. The clamps, just make sure the clamps are nice and loose. Oh, yeah. Time to lube up. One of the reasons it's having a problem is there was another M8 bolt just in here. Let's see if I can, just where my finger is. So make sure you get that as well, and I'll try again, see if we can get these to come off now. Okay, all those bolts are off. Hope it's made it easier. Oh yeah, I can feel it moving a lot easier now. So just going to block the camera a little bit to cover the wheel, so I can apply some better force to it. Oh, I look out of breath, but they are off. So I'll do the obligatory start without the exhaust mufflers on. Whew. Oh my word. Now that's loud. Okay, so what it says what I'll do now is use the existing hardware for mine that was already on the bike. Offer up this mounting bracket, don't put it too tight so you can do some alignment, and use some M8 nuts that came with the kit. So let's get that all put together. Okay, so we're going to use this mounting hardware, these bolts and spacers, and these little M8 nuts that came with the kit. So not obviously do it too tight. So pop that through the back there. This is a quite tricky one to get in actually, or get out even. So make sure the bolt end goes in through the back. Make sure that is mounted. Put those up just there. Might be worth putting a bit of thread lock on these as well actually, so I'll do that just before I finish up. Just like that. Okay, so now what we need to do is put these clamps into the kind of muffler housing, put the mufflers in. Recommend wearing gloves so you don't get kind of grease and everything like that. It doesn't matter too much, obviously because we've got the covers on, but if you're using just the chrome version you don't want to get grease and slime all over it. So when we put these in, we want to make sure that they're accessible this way, so we can kind of adjust the clamps from underneath here like that. So let's get that done right now. Okay, so there's an 8mm bolt on the end of here, or you can just use a flat head. And basically all we're going to do is just gently route this through here. A bit tricky with one hand, but just like that, all the way through, and this will clip into the other side, and we're just going to do it out gently, which should be good. Okay, then all we're going to do is just slide the muffler into the housing, and obviously once that's done then we can do up this second one. We're going to have to make sure though that things are nicely aligned at the bottom there, or the end actually, at the tip, so we'll do that once we've got the other one put together as well. Okay, that's both of them put together. I've not aligned the tips or anything yet because I think we'll wait until we get it mounted on the bikes, then we can make those adjustments hopefully. So just time to read on to the next part of the instructions. Quick note, the pipe with Vance and Hines logo on is going at the top, and that one is installed correctly so we can access this from the top. We need to invert these so that when this is down and pointing this way, we can get to those bolts from the bottom. So just make sure they're in the other way, so when we look at them the bolt head will be facing away from us, as opposed to on the top one they're facing towards us. So we put these on. Look at the size comparison. That's about at the end. So quite a difference in length there. I think it's going to look a lot nicer with the shorter end tips on it. Okay, so it's time to slide these onto the header pipes. So put the bottom one on first, just like this. And, let's do it loosely for now. So we're going to test these things in a little bit. Need to work out how to get the bolts in the end of there as well. So that's what we're doing. But that's basically what we're going to do. Put the exhaust on that here, and then use existing bolts, or the new bolts that came in the fitting kit, on here and here. And then we can tighten everything up and make sure it's adjusted properly. Okay, so for the fitting, we obviously need to attach the muffler to the bike. So we use this little weird connectory thing, and the smaller bolts that we have here, and basically this is going to fit inside of here. So we just need to slide this in and try and get it positioned in here so we can then get the bolts in. So that's going to be fun, I think. Okay, that's all fitting together quite easily. So yeah, I need to worry about that. Let's put this one on. I'm popping these in this way around, so the bolt obviously fits in from the back this way around. Okay, so that's it, very roughly mounted. So now we just need to adjust everything and make sure the clamps are done right, get the tips aligned properly, and we should be good to start her up. I realised after I put the pipes on that I hadn't put the clamps on, so make sure you do that before obviously you off them up, or you're going to have a bit of a problem. So I'm using the clamps that came in the kit. Obviously I don't know if you should reuse the ones that came on the stock pipes or not. It's a bit more heavy duty, but see how it goes, see if there are any leaks, and then I can always try those instead. Okay, so don't even bother trying to use the clamps that came with the Vance and Hines kit. The bolts just snap straight off as soon as I try to torque it up. So Vance and Hines, you should be ashamed of yourself. So I'm just using the bracket that came with the originals. Just have to kind of lube it up a little bit to get it on, but it should work just fine. So that's taking a lot of time to mess around getting that sorted. Okay, so that's it, the install is finished. Took a little bit longer because of the clamps, but yeah, I think they look pretty smart, much better than the stock ones. Before turning it on, just want to make sure that the tip's nice and clean or anything, because any grease and grime will kind of get welded on there a little bit with the heat. A little bit concerned about any potential kind of air leaks, but we'll see kind of how that goes, and I'll just keep making sure that they're nicely torqued up. So that's it, good stuff. I wouldn't do that. Obviously the most important thing is to see how it sounds. So I haven't started up yet myself either, so I'm going to position the camera with the decibel meter and let's see what this thing sounds like. Okay, so this is it. It's the Vance and Hines slash cut exhaust on that Indian Scout bobber. It's about 4 degrees now, and let's see what it sounds like. sounds amazing. It's pretty damn loud.
Thanks for watching this video. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. If you're interested in other geek type videos, please consider subscribing to Spectrum Geeks. Why not also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And before you leave, why don't you check out one of these other videos that may be of interest. Thanks again for watching.